The next NIC board meeting is going to be this upcoming Wednesday, February 22nd. There's a few things going on, some things I'd like to point out before the meeting starts. First up, article in the Coeur d'Alene Press today. Sorry about the low resolution. Their webpage doesn't seem to be working. It's right here, and it refers to this. Moody's downgrades North Idaho College insurer and revenue bond ratings to A3. Outlook is negative. I wish I would have predicted this, but I didn't back in my video where I predicted what was coming next for NIC. Unfortunately, this is a sign that the dysfunction on the board, specifically these three bozos, is a lot greater than just in the county, no matter how much the far-right wacko Kootenai County Republican Central Committee dingbats tell you that it's not an issue. And here's what it says in the article, or refers to in Moody's. Prolonged and public disputes among the board and the college, as well as the local community, have resulted in turnover of the office of the president and legal counsel, litigation, delayed audits, and most notably possible loss of accreditation. All of those things are pinned on these clowns. Now you're going to see some spin in a moment from the three wacko trustees, these guys, they're going to claim that it is the old board, that it's the way the college was run for 10 years, and that's just catching up to them, and that's bullshit. It's these guys' fault, and they will not take responsibility like any Kootenai County Republican Central Committee endorsed, rated, and vetted bozo who's in public office or wants to run for public office. Their purpose is to destroy education and to destroy the public institutions. They want to sow chaos. It's that simple. Sarah Garcia, NIC's Vice President of Business and Finance, said Friday that the downgrade doesn't impact the college's financial strength. Run for cover. NIC doesn't carry any debt other than our bond issued by the Dormitory Housing Commission, said Laura Rumpler, NIC's Chief Communications Officer. We have no capital plans that would require us to go out for a bond. You will when the state unfunds you. When the state government withholds funding from an institution that is going to be possibly losing its accreditation, oh yeah, you're going to need to go out for a loan. You're going to need to start selling property. That's going to happen. And the one thing that neither of these ladies has mentioned is that the problem is linked to these three pieces of poop who are on the who, if they resigned, this stuff would get unwound in a minute. But no, they're right and righteous. So we have the meeting coming up, and here is the agenda with all the stuff threatening the college. You would think that they would be addressing accreditation and taking action on it, addressing the issues that Moody's can see from New York City and that they can see in Boise and that a lot of us smart people out here can see. This agenda is being manipulated. If you look down at the bottom, you see that the informational item is accreditation. What this means is that because of NIC's policy that you can only make public comments on things on the agenda, which I think is crap. I think public should always be able to speak no matter what on any topic. But because NIC limits and throttles public speech, you cannot talk about something that's not an action item on the agenda. Therefore, no one can address accreditation when they come up to make public comments. The little twerp will go ahead and gavel you down and tell you to sit down as you're out of order. And in order to ensure that they are going to hear nothing but positive, flowery news, they're trying to salt the audience. So you had this text that was sent out to students who says, time to rally the troops and positive love for public comments. Don't say anything negative of liberals, just support the board and the direction, the actions of President South. So he's trying to pack his supporters in for public comment, including a local church where Trustee Wagner sent out this message. Large numbers of conservatives are needed to apply for public comment at the February 22nd NIC board meeting. They need to sign up early, be polite and positive about the school and interim President South. They're packing the seats. That's what they want to do. They want to show, oh no, it's just a bunch of wacko, small number of noisy liberals who don't understand what we're doing. Well, I got to tell you, no one understands what you're doing unless you accept that you are not a conservative, that you are an anarchist who just wants to destroy public education, which is what this clown wants to do, not only here in Kootenai County, but statewide. You have school district levy elections coming up, and I'm not going to comment about any of them, but why the hell would a Republican Central Committee weigh in unless they just want to destroy education? I'll have more to say after the meeting because I'm sure it's going to be another show. I mean, that's what we expect from these guys. That's what we expect from these guys. That's what this guy wants. You got to be really damn careful. You have elections coming up. They're going to be rating and vetting again, and you know what to do when you get this card.